day and welcome to this full body yoga practice. This is going to be yoga workout for whole body and we're going to start in standing position. So let's begin from top of our mat. We're going to warm up with some sun salutation A. So come into Samasthiti and raise your hands up, forward bend, halfway lift, and then walk or jump into Chaturanga, Cobra, upward dog. Then push your hips forward, upward dog here. Stretch. You can hold here. Walk your breath. Then from here, bend your knees and jump or walk front, forward bend, and come down. Samasthiti. Let's do a few rounds of it on your own pace. Last one. Come back to the Samasthiti. From here, we'll begin some warrior sequence, warrior posture sequence. For that, I'm going to get my left leg back, torso in front, raise your hands up from here, back leg is flat, and then I'm going to bend my knee, front knee, and hold the warrior one here. Your torso should be completely in front and pelvis tucked in and look facing front. Hold this posture, stomach engaged, shoulder relaxed. Just hold this posture. Now here, warrior two. Just open out to the side. So torso also facing laterally front. Again, everything, check your posture. Torso is completely turned sideways now. Hands in one line to the shoulder. And sink low, try to sink low, but again, torso facing front. Front as in laterally front. And both feet are flat. Hold the warrior two here. Core engaged. Hold. From there, reverse warrior. So just touch your left hand to the left foot and stretch from the right side bicep. Hold in your hand, right hand, by your ear. Just hold this posture. From here, go to the side angle. So just stretch your torso a little bit and try to go down so that you can touch your right hand on ground and left hand is raised up. Try to look at your left hand. Hold this pose, side angle. If this is too difficult, you can keep your hand on the thighs like this and hold. Or you can just reach your fingertips. Choose whichever variation so that you can hold comfortably. Hold this pose. From here, get the left hand down and low lunge. Aswachakra. Here, lift your back knee. Get your right leg back, down the top. Hold this down at the top. From here, do vinyasa by coming in front, in plank, push down, Bhujangasana, Cobra, curl your toes, send your hips back, downward dog, hold. Again, bend your knees, jump or come back in front. Let's do the sequence on the other side. From Samasthiti. Now we are going to take a right leg back. So warrior one on first side, left side. Hands up, torso in front. Core engage, pelvis tucked in and bend your left knee and hold. Back leg flat, back feet is flat. This is crescent lunge. We are doing warrior. So back feet flat. But your pelvis is facing front. Torso tucked in. Torso front. Torso in front and your core engage. Hold. It's very difficult to talk while you're holding these poses. Just hold. And open out to the warrior pose on the left side. So just get your hands to the side. In one line with your shoulder. Try to sink low. But again, torso laterally front, pelvis tucked in, core engage and stay there, warrior two. Now, touch your right hand, the right leg and reverse warrior. Everything else is same. Pelvis is tucked in, core engage. Hold this motion. Come back and now stretch a little bit in front of your torso and go to side and so left hand down this time. Yes, you can do any variation, hands on the thighs, or just reaching with your fingertips and holding the position. Hold here and then get your right hand down this time and come into the lunge, the left side. Hold the low lunge, get your left feet back, downward dog, hold on dog. From here, vinyasa. Push in front, plank and then push down, go. And downward dog. Hold it downward dog. From here, jump, walk front, Malasana squat. Malasana squat. This is So active wrist we are doing. From here, just lift your butt up halfway. We'll warm up and warm out. And forward bend, up. We are going to hold chair pose now. That is Uttanasana. So your legs going to be shoulder width apart, and from here send your hips back and come as if you're sitting low in chair. Raise your hands here upward and just hold. Come it up in. Nice beautiful chair pose. Try to sit low. Core engage. Hold. Sit as low as possible. Just hold. Bring your hands to prayer position near your chest. You're going to do a little bit twisting from here. So twist to your left side so that you can bring your elbow to your left knee, nearby your left knee or thigh. Just hold. Come back in center. Go to other side. Center, send your hands up and sit low again. Last push, come back. Now we are going to hold on balancing posture here. That is the pigeon pose. If pigeon pose is not in the practice, you can absolutely repeat the chair pose sequence again. I am going to show the pigeon pose. So for the pigeon pose, okay, I am turning sideways so you can see me. So again, your legs shoulder width apart. From here, catch your right leg up a little bit, but it's bent so that you can keep it over your left knee in folded position. From here again, just like chair pose, we are going to send our hips back and hands again. We have a option. Keep your hands stretch upward like this. Prayer pose. That's good. I'm going to choose the prayer pose. Try to sit here. Your core is engaged. Going to repeat that on the other side. Fold your left knee, raise it, raise your left leg, and then keep it over your right leg this time. Fold and keep it over your right knee, right leg, and then send your hips back. Take any variation of your hands. Hold there, stay there. If you lose your balance, then you start again and you come back to this position. Hold. For better balance, I try to focus on ground. Just focus on one point. Release. Okay, let's go back to a vinyasa. Forward, halfway knee. Bhujangasana. Now from here, jump, bend, jump or walk, and come into seated position. Alright. We are going to have both pose here. Again for core workout. So just slide your torso a little bit back. Get your legs up. Again, it could be challenging for balance, but just try. Okay, just try to get a little bit up, if not all the way. You can straighten up all the way or keep it like this, and then make your hands up. Again, you can stay low boat like this or high boat. For high boat, I prefer my legs bent. When my legs are straight, I try to go for low boat like this. Raising your hands gives more challenge. Choose whichever way you go. As of now, I'm staying in low boat, hands sideways to the thighs. Just hold. Come back to the high boat this time. From high boat, you can keep your feet down a little bit. Or while keep your hands in pillar position. Again, boat pose here. From boat pose, we are going to do twisting, side to side twist. Tapping the elbow on the ground, twisting our torso. So twist side to side from both pose. Excellent for your core. Now we are going to do both pose crunches. For both pose crunch, hold your hands like this, and then just make a little bit gap by sliding your torso backward and get your feet up, and then bring your knees close. So you are crunching, touching your elbow, knee, and then sending your hands and feet up. Slow and control. Keeping the breath normal. If you want, you can continue the breath. So exhale and inhale. So exhale to the crunch. Inhale. You open. Now just do control without stopping your breath. Relax. Oops. Now you cross your legs. We are going to go on stomach plank position. Let's just send your hips for the child pose here. We're going to stretch in child pose. From child pose, come into tabletop pose. So hands and knee position. So hands directly underneath your shoulder and legs split apart. So you're making nice square here. From here, you're going to do few rounds of cat cow, not much. So arch your back, safely hips back. Your back to the middle. Connect it with the breathe if you want to, otherwise normal breathing. So inhale to the arch, exhale. Now from here, we're going to do some spinal moves, which will get into ourselves into Cobra or Bhujangasana. So for that, start with sending your hips back and gyros, and from rounding your back, come forward and then try to touch your stomach first, and then chest and then chin. Then get your knees in, slide them so that your hips are up, and then push your hips back. And chair pose here. Okay. Round your back all the way till your stomach touch on the ground. Chest, chin, sliding the chin, hips back. Try to make these movements slow and controlled. And smooth like this. Relax and chair pose. Come into hands in position. We'll do some push-ups here. So just torso, send your torso a little bit away. And keep your hands a little bit wider. And push your torso. Okay. Get your knees closer and cross your ankles on each other, and then just so that you can focus more better on push-ups. Try to keep your elbows close. And now send your hips back. Rest in chair pose. Just come into kneeling position here. We are going to do one back bend. This is a camel pose. I'm going to give you variation of camel. So you can just do half camel or Utkatasana by just keeping your hands on your waist behind at your back like this. And just push your hip in front, chest also open out. Throw your head back. Half camel here. Lowest camel pose. And then go for the counter. Chair pose relaxation. Now you can go for full camel pose. You can curl your legs, combine or keep them flat. If you curl, it will automatically give you height so that you can reach your hands easily. So let's first rotate your hand to get it back and touch your feet. Then rotate other hand and get it back. Now we are in full camel. Okay. For counter pose, child pose. Now, if you are not able to do it with both hands, you can absolutely do it just by reaching one hand. So you can hold here just like that, then go for the child pose and do it other side. Go for child pose. Or you can do with both hands, keeping the legs curled or flat. I'm keeping my legs flat this time because it gives more stability to me. So rotate your hands one by one and go. Okay, well, let's hold your camel pose here. Again, come back, tuck your neck here. Sit low, putting your hips down, and then child pose. Extend your hand. Now we are going to go for some stomach line poses. For that, slide yourself, slide your knees back, and slide yourself all the way on your stomach. So we are going to do first cobra stretches. So slide your hands near your chest sideways and then push yourself up, torso up, and hold jumps in cobra pose. Soft bend in your elbows. And get yourself down. From here, we are going to do some back workout using the Viparit Yogasana. So first, you are going to extend your hand in front and try to balance yourself up on your stomach. Everything up, the thighs up, knees up, hands are up, torso up, chin up, head up, and you are just balancing on your stomach. From that down. So here, just rest a little bit by keeping your one cheek down. And now, with this Nokasana, we are going to make some swimming action. How? So, chin on the ground, looking front. From here again, come on your stomach, balancing on your stomach. And then from here, get your hands to the side, elbow bend, and make this action of as if you're swimming. So making circles with your hands while bending your elbow. So take your hands around, bend your elbow, and then again take them front in circle. And now start tapping your feet. Okay, relax. Sit down on the floor. Push yourself up. Child pose. Back. On your stomach again, and then lift cobra. And this time, curl your feet from behind, and then lift your leg. Lift your knees, hold up, hold down. Relax. Cheek down on your mat. Again, lift yourself to the cobra. Then hold your feet, and then lift your knees from the upward, hold upward. Relax. We'll do that one more time. Check down first, relax here. Again. Start with Bhujangasana. So, soft elbows from your curls to feet, and then lift your feet and hold up your arm. Soft bend in your elbow, and now this time push your hips back, downward dog. Hold this down, stretch. Again, bend your knees, jump or come back. And then lift your knees. And hold up your arm. Again, bend your knees, jump or come back. And then lift your knees. And hold up your arm. Again, bend your knees, jump or come back. And then lift your knees. And hold up your arm. Again, bend your knees, jump or come back. And then lift your knees. And hold up your arm. Again, bend your knees, jump or come back. And then lift your knees. And hold up your arm. Again, bend your knees, jump or come back. And then lift your knees. And hold up your arm. Again, bend your knees, jump or come back. And then lift your knees. And hold up your arm. Again, bend your knees, jump or come back. And then lift your knees. And hold up your arm. Again, bend your knees, jump or come back. And then lift your knees. And hold up your arm. Again, bend your knees, jump or come back. And then lift your knees. And hold up your arm. Again, bend your knees, jump or come back. And then lift your We'll go on our back this time. We are almost done. So we are either going to take bridge pose, that is Satibandhasana, or Chakrasana, or wheel pose if that's in your practice. If wheel is in not in practice, you can practice bridge pose here. For bridge, from backline position, you bring your feet in, your knees bend. So feet are close to your hip so that you can actually grab hold of your ankles. From here, push your hip up, chest up, and just your shoulder and head will stay on ground. Now if bridge is okay, now if Chakrasana or wheel pose in your practice, then bring your palm near your ear. Your fingers, raise fingers are facing to your feet. From here, try to lift your shoulder first and then get your head up. Full wheel poses. You can curl your feet here. Hold the wheel pose. Now first bring your head, chest, and then stomach. Get your feet completely on ground. Relax. And go for Shavasana. Stay as much as possible in Shavasana. Stay here for 2, 3. You can close your practice if you want to. And just stay here. Thank you so much. Hold your